Well, hello again. I've got this little lumberjack thing going on. Cheryl here, the No Sugar Coach. Today is day 15 of my carnivore experiment. As I mentioned yesterday, I was up 1 pound. Today I'm down 1 pound. Wouldn't it be nice if weight loss was just like this straight trajectory? It's not. If you were to look at my weight loss chart, you'd see that it's pretty much a sawtooth pattern. But I've kind of made peace with that because if I don't, I will torment the heck out of myself. So no point. I really won't know how well this whole thing is going for me until the end of 90 days, and I've got 75 more days to go. So I remind myself that, my results are going to be very different than someone who's half my age, somebody who's 20 something or 30 something, and someone that's much more active than I am. So I just have to trust that, that the adventure will yield some positive results. Blood sugar again this morning, very stable, 5.1 or 91.8. So all is good there. I feel good. I have lots of energy and I am sleeping quite well, which is great. Now, yesterday, out of the blue, I got a serious craving for something sweet. And I take cravings very seriously because I'm a recovering food addict and I'm also a certified food addiction counselor. So when a craving hits me, I I pay attention. And I had to figure out what the trigger was or what the triggers were. And I like to think backwards from the moment that I recognize a craving. So, whoops, I've got this craving. So what led up to that craving? So one of the things that happened yesterday is I let myself get hungry because I was trying to do, just one more thing before I took a break. I was, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm making this meatball curry. So I was cooking with a lot of aromatic herbs and spices yesterday. It's something that I haven't done in a long time. Even before this carnivore experiment, I was cooking pretty simple meals, not using a whole lot of, you know, um, spices and things. So, as you know, a good curry has cardamom in it. And if you haven't smelled cardamom in a long time, it is a sweet smelling um, spice. And it smells so good, I kept sniffing it. Anyway, so that's something that I consider to be a trigger. I was also running around trying to get everything done all at once, which left me feeling kind of tired. I don't know about you, but when I'm entertaining, I go into panic mode and, suddenly I'm cleaning every little square inch of my house. Then I got distracted by the videos of the devastating fires in Los Angeles. Those images were so um, upsetting. And then, of course, watching people fleeing for their lives with their animals and their a few belongings and seeing the sheer panic in their faces. And then, of course, hearing about the looting that's happening is just unfathomable. Anyways, it was all just very upsetting, and it didn't help matters. So uh, there's more to what could have contributed to my cravings, but definitely at some point, I'm not surprised that my brain wanted a dopamine hit. And so when you eat anything sweet, sugars or junk food, it increases dopamine and serotonin in your brain, which creates feelings of, joy, bliss, pleasure. And my brain knows this, and its default is to tell me that, you know, if you eat a little bit of sugar, you're going to feel better. I know better than to trust my brain at times like this because I know that, giving into the craving and having the sugar, that feel good experience is going to last just for a short time. And then it's going to make me want to crave. It's going to make me want to have more and more sugar. And I just don't give in to urges like that because I know that within a few minutes that urge will pass, the craving will go away. So these things, the cooking smells, the sad news on the screen on TV, the hunger, the domestic chores chaos, and the resulting tiredness all produced a certain amount of stress. Now, nothing I can't handle, of course, but the key thing for me was ignoring my hunger and my need to take a break. If I had taken a break to relax and enjoy a nourishing meal, I would not have had the craving. And I know this from experience. I know myself. When I'm well nourished and rested, I don't get cravings. Or if I do, they're so short lived as to be just a little blip on the radar. So the reason I bring it up is if you get a craving, I want you to stop and ask yourself why it's happening in the first place. Take a break, make some tea or coffee, and relax. If you're hungry, eat, but don't give in to the cravings for sugar and junk because I promise you the craving will pass. So before I wrap up, I want to acknowledge everyone who has been affected by the Los Angeles fires. My heart goes out to all of you. I am so grateful for all of the brave men and women who are battling the fires and for all the people who are doing so much in the background, being so helpful. These people are heroes. Also, a big shout out to our Canadian volunteers who are pitching in to help our American friends in distress. So be safe, be strong, and I will see you tomorrow.